But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the sound that your bitch makes. And I'm ill, I ain't got a fit state. Niggas won't beef me, mistake. And by the way, I am proud to be mixed race. Trust me, I do this, money on the table. Skank kinda ill, keeps calling me disabled. Don't Perry on, and a suit is the way though. I've got a well-known face, so I'm trying to lay low. The night's just begun, and trust me, I'm wavy. Still making dough in the club with the HG. Done so many suits that I think I'm going crazy. Sold out in the corner looking kinda lazy. When I'm up in the rave, I'm like, oh yeah. When I know I got paid, I'm like, oh yeah. When I got me a chick, I'm like, oh yeah. When the beat's kinda sick, I'm like, oh yeah.
When I'm up in the rave, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When I know I got paid, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When I got me a chick, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When the beat's kinda sick, I'm like,
oh yeah.
Swagger like us, swagger's too much. Up north they say the swagger's so lush. Slicker than an iPad, this bitch is one touch. But I ain't tryna grind like my shit don't flush. Drop it up in the rave, smoke in the air, ice in the air, now there's ice everywhere. Ice on my ear, you can skate on my ear. The drinks keep flowing like the waves on my head. Now my eyes all hazy, lean off the chronic. Got my game tighter than a broke man's pocket. If I step to your chick, blood I know she be on it, no whip. I take her for a spin like Sonic. I bet that I could get your girl wetter than a christening. Body's all glistening, swagger's all sizzling. She already know that I'm fresher than Listerine. If you didn't know, then fam, you should listen in. When I'm up in the rave, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When I know I got paid, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When I got me a chick, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When the beat's kinda sick, I'm like,
oh yeah. When I'm up in the rave, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When I know I got paid, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When I got me a chick, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When the beat's kinda sick, I'm like,
oh yeah.
I'm so wavy that I'm hanging off my boat. I'm feeling so fly that I think I'm gonna float. Cavassier on the rocks, I don't need a coat. I make it snow in the club, I hope you bring your coat. When I walk in VIP, all I see is my size. All the kitties cutting and I hope they got 9 lives. When I take one, I'ma make a fly 9 skies. Make a scream, oh yeah, when I give them my price. I leave her smoking like a cigarette, straight to the point, yeah, I'm moving like a pyramid. Said my old track went in, I'm like didn't it. And I like getting head, so you know she's giving it. Have another Zubi and I'm smiling with the mad joy. Back to the rave, and now they're playing bad boy. Back to the bar, and a bottle of Moet. All I see is snow in this bitch, I call it snow day.
When I'm up in the rave, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When I know I got paid, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When I got me a chick, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When the beat's kinda sick, I'm like,
oh yeah.
oh yeah, oh yeah. If they try hate, they be pissed, cause I don't care. Blood, I weave through these niggas like a bitch, no hair. Check the swagger that I bring. Trust me, my rap game's naughty. I'm fly like the big birds taught me. High like I've licked or 40. Blitz not shorty, fuck them sporty. And if you don't like it, fuck it, report. When I'm up in the rave, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When I know I got paid, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When I got me a chick, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When the beat's kinda sick, I'm like,
oh yeah. When I'm up in the rave, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When I know I got paid, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When I got me a chick, I'm like,
oh yeah.
When the beat's kinda sick, I'm like,
oh yeah.